Okay, so I've got one more pick here, don't I? So
Yes,
I
you do.
need. Okay, I'm going to go Warrick Armstrong. So, for those who don't know, Warwick Armstrong is basically the reason that Australians are arseholes. I mean, he's not, but he's like the first, like, really rough Australian captain who, and he was an absolute monster. Some of the stuff he did, like I think it was Frank Woolley was playing. I think I got the player right. Frank Woolley was batting in his first Test match, and Warwick Armstrong was bowling, and Warwick Armstrong bowls on the pitch beside the wicket for like 15 minutes straight. They had to change the laws of cricket because of what Warwick Armstrong did. Warwick Armstrong also once convinced the umpires to let him bowl 2 overs from back to back. So he's the only person in Test match cricket who bowled from both ends in a row. He just, but really sets the template for what Australian, that sort of Ian Chappell, Alan Border, Richie Benaud, Steve Waugh, they all have shadows of that Warwick Armstrong thing. He was maybe slightly, but I think he was maybe a slightly more Richie Benaud type of tactician. But he was a Steve Waugh mental disintegrating type of person as well. And he kind of invents the fast bowling aspect of cricket. Because fast bowling was just sort of coming through, and he picked 2 proper fast bowlers to torment England on a tour. So he was right back there at the start. Also, maybe not the cricket's greatest athlete. Worth having a look at a photo of him. I made a joke the other day about who was it? Was it Sinclair who did the handstand for the West Indies?
Yeah.
And I made a joke online that Warwick Armstrong used to do this, and this fan asked me, and I just sent him a picture of Warwick Armstrong to show him how unlikely the handstand was. But yeah, I think he's important because up until really World War One, England were known as the nasty team, and Warwick Armstrong really changes that narrative very, very quickly. And Australia get that narrative and don't let it go until basically Pat Cummins.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'll have to actually read up on Warwick Armstrong a bit more.